Everyone. I am going to go over this week's homework for regular and irregular verbs, exercises 4A and 4B. It was a verb tense review, and I'm just going to go through the answers. I want you to check your work, and we'll talk about why the verb takes the form it does, and we will start to look for some patterns. So let's listen to the first sentence, and it's actually circled already in your book. But in the first sentence, we hear Bao takes out the garbage every week. Bao takes out the garbage every week. This is a habitual action. It's in the present tense. Bao takes. So the base form of the verb take has an S. So the answer is takes. So let's listen to number 2. Number 2 is, I work at a restaurant every day. I work at a restaurant every day. So here, work is the answer. It is in the present tense. Again, habitual action. It's something that we do every day. We have a time word every day. I work every day. It's in the present tense. All right, let's go on to number 3. Eva visited her parents in the afternoon. So we've got the past tense of the base form visit. So it's visited. Eva visited her parents in the afternoon. So it was in the past. This is the past tense. It was a specified time in the past. It's over. She visited them. Number 4. We celebrated my parents' 50th anniversary last night. We celebrated my parents' 50th anniversary last night. Again, this is past tense, so it's celebrated. It's a specific event that happened in the past. It's over. It was a specific time in the past, so we have the past tense. And here for celebrated, you can see, and also for visit in number 3, you can see that these are the first one is they're both regular verbs. For visited, we take the base form visit and we add ed, so for visited. And for celebrated, because it ends in an e, we just add the d for the past form. So in the video that I did last week, I went through the regular verbs and how to make past tense, and you'll remember that these are 2 of the different ways, with an ed to the base form, or if the verb ends in an e, you add in a d. All right, let's go to number 5. Number 5, Sarah went to the baseball game yesterday. So here we have the past tense of the verb go. The present tense is goes, and here the answer is went. Why is it in the past tense? When did she go? Sarah went to the baseball game yesterday. It's a specific event, happened in the past. She went yesterday. So that's why. And you see, this is an irregular verb. Irregular because the form is very different. It's a different word. So we've got goes for present and went for past. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is Mike took the bus last week. Mike took the bus last week. Last week, it's a time in the past. It's something that happened in the past. He took the bus. Again, we have an irregular verb. Okay, so it's not with the ed. It's not taked. It's took. So you see that here. It's in the past tense. Number 7. Number 7 is she didn't buy candy yesterday. She didn't buy candy yesterday. When you see these time words like yesterday or last week or last night, you know that this is talking about the past. So you are going to be using the past tense, all right? So you are going to put the verb in the past tense. Here we have an irregular verb. So doesn't buy is the present, didn't buy is the answer here. So we have this is number 7. Number 7 is she didn't buy candy yesterday. So for number 8, we have, he wants to go to the mall on Saturday. He wants to go to the mall on Saturday. So we know that this isn't the past because Saturday is still, hasn't happened yet. And also, he's talking about something he wants to do right now. He wants to go to the mall. So it doesn't matter exactly when, he just wants to go to the mall Saturday. Okay, he wants to go to the mall on Saturday, but right now he wants to go. So that's why it's in the present tense. And remember, for the third person, for he, she, Mike, Molly, any person, we add an S to the base form to form the present tense. Okay, number 9 is Akiko sleeps late on Sundays. Akiko sleeps late on Sundays. This is in the present tense. This is a habitual action. It's repeated. It's an action she does every Sunday. Every Sunday, what does she do? She sleeps late. That's the present tense. Again, we just add an S to the base form of the verb in order to get the correct form in the third person. For Akiko, she sleeps late on Sundays. And for the last one, the sentence is, they don't usually walk to school. So they don't walk. That is in the present tense. We have something that is a repeated action, something that they usually do. So it's in the present tense. They don't usually walk to school. So hopefully you're starting to see that we use the present tense for repeated activities, things that are done repeatedly, again and again, or routines. We want to use the present tense. The past tense we use for an action that is completed in the past. So let's move on to B and just quickly go through the answers here for 4B. Let's go on here. Let's see if I can move on to, that's 4A, and then we're going to go to 4B. And I am learning how to use the video. All right, so for 4B, we are going to fill in the sentences, the conversation here, with the correct verb form. Okay, so we'll go through these and I will again explain why we use the form that is here in the answer. So the conversation, when did you come to this country? When did you come to this country? So we have this in the base form of the verb, it's the question. So when we have the question, when did you come? We use the base form of the verb to ask the question. When did you come? The answer, I came here 2 years ago. So came is the past tense of come. It's the irregular verb, come. Past tense is came. When? When did they come? They came 2 years ago. Happened in the past. Okay. So you speak very well. Did you study English here last year? Did you study? See, we have a question here again. So we're using the base form of the verb. So this isn't the present tense. This is the base form of the verb. We use that when we ask the question. Did you study English here last year? Yes, I did. So here, if you notice, the answer is in the past. Yes, I did. When did I study English here? Last year. So the person is answering the question about something done, a completed action in the past, last year. Yes, I did. Did you speak English in your native country? Are you seeing the pattern here? Again, a question. The base form, speak. When I say base form, it just means the verb with no ending on it. Did you speak English in your native country? No, I didn't. So the answer is again in the past tense because this person is no longer in their native country And the question is, did you? Did you? Not do you now speak English when you go to your native country, but did you when you lived there? No, I didn't. So the answer is in the past tense. No, I didn't. And you see that we have a contraction here. I don't know if you remember first video, we had contractions when we talked about introductions. I'm is a contraction, didn't is a contraction. When you lose some letters and you put an apostrophe. Okay, so let's see here. What do you usually do on the weekend? Again, question, what do you usually do? We use the base form of the verb. And here the answer is, I usually stay home, but sometimes I go shopping. Now these are in the, so for stay and go, both of these are in the present tense. Why? Because these are repeated or habitual actions. Stay, go, the present tense, usually. And sometimes is also a repeated action because there are times I go shopping. So I hope you see here that it's very important to first ask yourself, when did the action take place? When did the action take place? In the present or in the past? If it's the past, then it's very clear. It's a completed action in the past, and you know that you need the past tense of the verb. If it is something that happens on a habitual, repeated, every day, every night, every Saturday, that's a repeated action. That will be in the present tense, in the present simple tense. So we've gone through this. I hope that was useful. I will do another video where I show you a chart that has this information, a pattern, so you can refer to it. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for listening.